We made this movie for you guys. That's why we made the movie, because we share a passion about this character. As we all know, he's a much darker character, and I think that's what distinguishes this movie. Unlike other Marvel films, this is a much grittier, grounded, complicated character. There's no one more perfect to play Eddie Brock in Venom. But for me, as a huge fan of Tom, I love pretty much everything. No, I can say officially everything he's been in. So when I heard he was excited about playing Eddie Brock in Venom, it was like a dream come true. There's just, for me, no one more exciting to watch on screen. He just brings so much complexity and depth to every character he inhabits. There's a danger and a complexity. And with what's unique to this character is just that duality between Eddie and Venom, and watching what he does with everything he inhabits, he just elevates it to the next level. So it was a dream come true to find out that he was interested, and it's been an absolute pleasure working together on this film.
Venom is by far, like, for me, the I don't want to upset anyone, but I think he's the coolest Marvel superhero that there is. I just like the way he looks, first and foremost. Then also there's my son, and he's a massive Venom fan, and he was a very strong influence on me as to why I ought to play Venom specifically. I read the script, I fell in love with the character, and it's a double act, so there were two characters that I'm playing, and I'm a bit of a geek about acting, so I wanted to play, I did a film called Legend, where I played two brothers. Oh, thanks. And I thought I could do a similar technique, but this time I get to play with a huge, visual effects monster. I got to give a lot of props to the sound boys, Coffee and Patrick, who actually, I would record Venom up first before I did a scene with Venom, or other actors who had to work in the scene with Eddie Brock and Venom together, but they couldn't hear necessarily Venom, but I could. And the sound boys would listen to my cues or the other actors' cues and have to play or interrupt other actors with the right lines at the right time.
As a director, it was just so exhilarating to watch him have these conversations with himself all at once. I mean, seriously, because he is two different beings are occupying him, living in his head simultaneously, and the way he's able to be interacting with Riz in a scene, but also reacting to Venom, who's talking to him in his head, at the same time just watching at the monitor. It was just, so fun to see the way he was able to create this world.
He's an anti-hero, so he'll figure on a goal, and he'll do whatever he has to do to get to that goal, even if that means going around the outside and doing some naughty or bad things to get there. He kind of finds his perfect opposite partner in this huge, great alien beast that arrives and lives rent-free in his body. and no one will believe him that it's there.
Carlton Drake is a genius, a billionaire, an inventor, and he's made a lot of scientific breakthroughs in his time. And at this point, the Life Foundation, which is the organization that he founded, is trying to answer the question of what does the future for humanity look like? Because planet Earth is almost done. As you saw in the footage, it's like we're on the brink of ecological and environmental collapse. So he thinks probably we've got a future in outer space. So it's in exploring that he comes across the symbiotes. From Carlton Drake's point of view, he's really trying to do right by humanity, trying to ensure we've got a future. It's just that old saying, sometimes to make an omelet, you've got to break some eggs.
Michelle is awesome. I wish she was here now, actually. She would love this. She's a brilliant actress, and through and through. There's nothing that actor cannot do. She's brilliant, and working with her, she's a consummate pro. She's super, super patient with me talking to myself all the time, trying to figure things out. She's a problem solver, and she's awesome. She's an awesome actress. So working with her is a delight.
She just brings such a warmth and humanity to the character, but she's really strong. I mean, as people remember from the comics, Anne Wang is a really strong character, and I think Michelle did her justice as far as just being, a worthy adversary to Eddie Brock. If Riot's an adversary to Venom, we can say that Anne is a worthy adversary to Eddie.
Jenny Slate, who I'm a massive fan of her as a performer and a comedian, she plays the lead scientist at the Life Foundation. So it was interesting because, I mean, I think she's going to be a real discovery for a lot of people in terms of the kind of role she plays. Here, she brings a lot of soul and warmth and humanity to this character, to this scientist. But in between takes, she just had us in stitches. She's so funny. She's just, I mean, I just really want us to be able to leak the footage of behind the scenes of what she was doing between takes.
I think we can all agree it would be pretty amazing to see Spider-Man and Venom face off in a film. And I know I can speak for myself when I say that I'd be really excited to go see that film. So I have to think that the studio is thinking the same way, and that at some point down the road, they're going to run across each other's paths.
Tom Holland recently said that out of all the characters in the Marvel's universe, the one that he would most like to face off with is Venom. So, how do you feel about that?
Who, me?
You ready to go face to face?
What, toe to toe with Tom Holland?
Yeah.
I'll have a go, yeah, you know. Well, you got to have a go, ain't you? Yeah, no, he's an awesome actor, and I'd love to work with him, and I love Spider-Man. So, but you know, who knows?
Big round of applause for our panelists. Thank you, everybody from Venom.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Thank you to all our panelists. Thank you guys for joining us here. Have a wonderful rest of your Comic-Con.
Thank you for bringing us collectively to this moment. It is a moment that so many have dreamed of claiming. History starts today.
The guy you work for is an evil person.
I don't work for him. My firm works for him. Are you gonna behave yourself tomorrow?
I told you I'm gonna do my job. I'm a reporter. I follow people that do not want to be followed. What about the allegations that you recruit the most vulnerable for tests that end up killing people?
Your time to go.
You finished, Mr. Brock.
Was that a threat? You had to learn how to hide in plain sight. I'm pretty good at it. But you suck. Whoever you are.
I work at the Life Foundation, and I need your help. We found something. We call them symbiotes. Carlton Drake believes that the union between human and symbiote is the key to our evolution.
I'm feeling really sick. I'm hearing a voice. Eddie. You're not real. You were just in my head.
I'm gonna need Mr. Drake's property back.
I don't know. Why would we do that? If you're gonna stay, you will only hurt bad people.
The way I see it, we can do whatever we want. Do we have a deal?
Are you willing to sacrifice the one thing you hold most dear? You should be extremely afraid. What the hell are you?
We are Venom.
I'm really excited to see how people react to what we've done. I'm going to show some footage. It seems like Venom is the fan favorite here right now. It's the buzz I keep hearing. You know, one of our producers just walked into the convention center with a Venom t-shirt and people started mobbing him, asking him what he knows. So I'm quietly confident, but also really, you know, anxious to see how it's received. I think people are already loving the fact that it feels different to your average superhero movie, because this is a character who's normally an anti-hero. And now he's leading a story, so you know it's going to be a little bit of a twist. It's going to be maybe a bit darker. I think it walks a really interesting line between horror and comedy. I think it's quite uncompromising. It's quite badass. You know, Venom is really like a body possession movie. You know what I mean? It's a story. It's like an alien that takes over someone's body against their will. That's crazy stuff. It's almost like a werewolf movie or something in that sense, you know? So I think it has that energy. It's an honor, really, to be a part of that team. I love Zombieland, love Ruben as a guy. Jenny Slate, amazing comic talent. Michelle Williams, what a phenomenal actress. And Tom Hardy, an old pal of mine, and so pleased for the success that he has created for himself through sheer dedication, force of will, and talent, you know, and to be able to reconnect with him and to make this film with him actually just felt really nice. Felt really good. I feel lucky to be here. I just think people should expect the unexpected, and get ready.
It couldn't be more excited. I mean, this is really a dream come true. Like, to bring a real-life comic book movie to the most adoring fans of comic books, like, this is what we made it for. We made it for everyone who's here. It couldn't be more excited. I just have so much nostalgia for this place because we came here first with Zombieland in 2009. It was my first exposure to Comic-Con, and the reception that we had for that film just made me fall in love with it. But what it is a chance for people who are really passionate about, whether it be comic books, TV shows, movies, anything that they share a love for, they can come be here with people that are like them and celebrate the things that they're excited about. So as somebody who makes something that people like, or hopefully that they like, you know, to get to share that with people is so exciting. We're about to go into Hall H, and so it's really exciting just for me because what I feel like what we brought is something distinctive within the comic book genre. Like, I feel like Venom and the movie that we made are a little different tonally than the rest of the comic book universe, and so to get to make something a little grittier, darker, more violent, more badass, and to share that with fans of the comics who will appreciate it, like, it's a dream come true. When I first got involved with the project, the dream person to play Eddie Brock was Tom Hardy. So get to be at Comic-Con with Tom Hardy and present the material that we couldn't be more excited about to fans who came here to see what we have. It's going to be so fun tonight. And what's really exciting is that Tom's never been in Hall H, so to get to feel that energy. I mean, you felt it in Brazil, and we felt it remotely, but to be sitting there in the room with so many people and to share that passion, I can't wait.